Good evening, all. Welcome to my channel. Doing the Terminator issue 59 and issue 50. No, hang on, no. 59 and 60.
Yeah.
Get my numbers right. And here's my co-host.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Adrian's show. I hope you're all staying safe and staying at home and enjoying this nice weather we've been having. Back to you, Adrian. Or are you stuck?
I'm just actually what I was planning to do is actually change
After that,
screens. Share screen.
right, well, I'll have my magazine out for this one. I'll go through the chat. There's only two on at the moment. P40F20, hi. And Warren Millen, hi.
Right.
Hope you're both well.
Yeah. Right. It's one of these two.
What's it? Yes, because two issues are the same, aren't they?
Well, almost. Well, that got a little notch, and that one there, it's that one first.
So today we're building a muscle for the right thigh. And we'll go through the part lists. 59.1, right leg joint.
Oh, gosh. That is metal. Yes.
59.2.
First bit of metal in the leg sort of thing.
59.2 is a tandem for the right leg. A tendon for the right leg. Is that metal or plastic?
Yes. That's plastic.
Uh-huh.
You can see there's a bit of flex in it.
Yep. 59.3, a ring for the tendon.
Yes. Gonna need some glue.
59.4, center.
Oh, hang on.
Got the rings. Wrong one. The ring's a tiny little thing. Yep.
The little rubber one.
Yeah, that's the ring. Sorry, I wasn't watching the screen. I was watching.
Yes.
59.4 is the center port for the joint. That's that bit you've got in your hand.
Yeah.
59.5, 2 PVM 2.5mm screws, one spare. 59.6 is 2 PM3 16mm screws, one spare.
Yes.
And you will also need the model assembly from the previous issue, the muscle assembly from issue 52, a fine crosshead screwdriver, gel type super glue, and a cocktail stick.
Well, it depends what type of glue packet you use, though, isn't it?
Yeah, you just need some super glue.
It's basically going around that area.
I'll just go back for the chat again. P40F20, all good here, but the weather could be better. It started to rain here. And Dave say, hello everybody, hope you're all well.
Hi P40F20. Hi Dave. Hi what? And your son.
Yeah.
Warren, is it?
Warren, yep. He's the Bismarck builder. And the X-Wing. Are you ready for stage one?
Yes.
Right. Take the centre part for the joint, 59.4. Note that it has three rear studs which will fit into the recess in 59.1.
I reckon there'll be That could be a smaller one compared to the others.
Step 2. Take part 1591 and use a cocktail stick to apply a little super glue into the three circular recesses circled. Tight fit.
Yeah, it seems alright. Yeah, I just basically pushing it down, you know. The little glue holes, there's no vent hole there, sort of thing. So basically, it's, you know, it's creating a pressure vacuum. So that's why I really push it down. I make sure it's all the way down.
Well, that's basically step 3. Step 3. 59.4 over the centre shaft of ports 59.1 and fix in place. Ensure that the studs are in the recesses. The centre of the joint 59.4 is not able to rotate around the shaft when it is correctly positioned. Right. Step 4. Take the tendon 59.2 and the tendon ring 59.1. Note that one side of the port 59.3 has a wider recess than the other side. I should have said 59.3 first. I made a mistake there. So,
Well, someone's got to have common sense to put this one. If you put it on there, you've got a little
yes.
notch basically to go on that way.
Right, so step 5. Fit the end of 59.3 with a wider recess over the end of the tendon 59.2. Fix in place with a PWB 2.5mm screw 59.5. The flange on the screw fits into the smaller recess in the port. So there must be a recess in there. Is there a recess in that rubber for it the flange of that screw to go into this?
Actually, it's got like two sorts of recesses on the rubber. What's this screw we're using?
It's a
Yeah,
2.5.
it's got a big flashing on it.
Yeah, it's got a flange on, big flange on, 2.5mm.
I think they probably changed the screws before sort of thing. Sorry, I gather what's going to be happening.
Yeah, they're tight. I've seen them. They can be tight. They'll be going in at a later stage.
Yes, I'm just basically adjusting it, you know. It's up to people how tight they do it. If they do it too tight, like the other ones for your arm, if you've done it up too tight, they came off.
Are you ready? That's you finished with that
Yep.
part. Right. Take the thigh muscle assembly in 52. In issue 52, note there is a marked with a 1 circled. Now I've heard a few stories about this. A few of them have got a number 1 written on. And the other one's supposed to have a number 2 on, and it's got a number 1 on as well. So yours 1 and 2 are both marked 1.
No, they're both 1 and 2.
Oh well, you've been lucky. Some of them have been both marked 1.
I was just basically comparing them both. I think, well, okay. No, I think they're basic. They look the same.
They're
So
all the
I
same.
don't know why they marked up being 1 and 2 sort of thing.
You'll find out when you do it later on, but they're all the same. Just sort of fit on a part a different way around. Number 1 fits one way, number 2 fits the other way. But some of them are all just been marked with 1. Some of them have got 1 and 2 on.
Yeah, so the numbers really to design which jig it came out, and when someone was making it together, oh, this is 1, and the other one being a 2.
And somebody's just packaged a load of 1s in one pack and some of them. And it's been
Yes.
bad sorting. Right, you're going to need your body. Yes, you know.
Well, I don't think a table will take my weight.
No, not that body. Your skeleton body. Your Terminator body.
I knew what you meant.
The torso. We're not pulling your legs off. Right. Step 7. Take the assembly from issue 58 and identify the fixing point for the muscle near the center of the pelvic, which is circled. Note that the model assembly is lying face upwards at this stage.
I'm glad they made clear about that. Yes, because you got notch back there to do as well.
Yep.
Right, let's
Identified where it's going?
Yeah.
Alright.
Go in there like so.
Right. Step 8. Fit the muscles connection 51 feet in place as shown. Note that the straighter side of the connection arrow goes towards the center of the model. Fix in place with a PM3 by 16mm screw 59.6.
Yeah.
And you'll find that these are going to be pretty loose, mind you.
Yes.
Even when you've got them screwed in tight, the joints are pretty loose.
I got that already. Yeah, I got that already. I don't know why they got a double joint there. It's probably wants to do it that way.
Yeah,
that,
the way
that
the
is
legs.
basically weird, that is, isn't it? The way they've done that.
And stage complete.
Guess. To be honest, I don't know why they couldn't actually tell you to actually just put that in there like.
Yeah, well, that's stage complete. So right.
Right, let's move here out of the way, Mum.
So, what did you think of that on a 1 to 10 stage?
1 to 10, the amount of your work you've done, basically you had the parts, what you've done to it. I wouldn't even give it a 10, would you? You wouldn't. What would you reckon? About a 5.
Probably about 5, yeah. Yeah. Okay. We're going on to issue 60. More muscles for the right leg.
Yeah.
And we'll go through a parts check. Right. 61, right leg joint.
And that is metal.
62, tendon for right leg.
And that's plastic.
63, ring for tendon. That's that little tiny one.
Yes.
The rubber thing. Basically, it's practically the same as the last issue. 64, centre part for the joint.
Yeah. This time you get a lot more screws this time.
Yeah. 65, 2 M3 nuts. 1 spare.
Yes, 2 nuts.
66, 2 PM3, 12 millimeter screws. 1 spare.
Yes.
67, 2 PM3, 16 millimeter screws. 1 spare.
Yes.
And 68, 2 PWB, 2 5 millimeter screws. 1 spare.
Yes.
And you will also need a gel type super glue, or any type of super glue, a cocktail stick, the model assembly from the previous issues, the muscle assembly from issue 54, and a fine cross head screwdriver. Well, so now I'll go back to the chat. Fleetwood G, hi all, hope everyone is seeing well. Fleetwood, hope you're doing okay. And P4820 said you might want to use some super glue on that.
What, on the rubber things?
That's what I'm thinking with super glue on. That'll have been on before on the before issue.
If it's on that one, that will easily stay on as the previous ones.
Okay, ready for step 1?
Yeah, but I've forgotten to do the image on that one. I think. Let me go back.
That's sorry. Step 1 and
Yes.
step 2 just take the center of the joint 64. Note that has 3 rear studs which fit in the recesses in 61. Take 61 and use a cocktail stick and apply a little super glue under the 3 circular recesses as of previous issue.
Yes.
I might as well read step 3 out at the same time. Fit part 64 into 61. Ensure that the pegs are in the recesses. The center of the joint 64 is not able to rotate when it is correctly positioned. Hachette love to spread their instructions out, don't they?
Yes.
It seems there's one step to identify, then the next step is to put them together.
Yes, and probably later today you'll get a whole load of information on one step, like on the bus, which is you wish they could spread out a bit. Then right, okay, that section's there, that section's there.
Right.
Done step 3.
Finish with that now. Step 4. Take the tendon 62 and the tendon ring 63. Note that one side of the part 63 has a wider recess than the other side.
Yep.
Fit the end of port 63 with the wider recess over the end of the tendon 62. Fix in place with a PWB 2.5mm screw 68. The washer on the screw fits into the smaller recess 63.
Into the recess. They haven't got big enough. Well, the bigger recess on the rubber goes with them better that way. And try and get it on the other way. Good question which way around people do it though, isn't it?
P440, yeah, 20. The black piece that goes into the tendon. He's on about that rubber piece there. No, it's screwed on, so it should hold no problem.
Well, these ones got a bigger head. They got a fixed washer on the screw.
Ready for step
Unlike
6?
the other ones, I think they've done is they changed the screws compared to the other ones.
Right. Step 6. Take the M3 nut 65 and identify the hexagon recess in the other end of 60.2.
Yep. And a bit more light to it. Yes.
Fit the M3 nut 60.3, not 5, into the recess. Ensure that it is flat.
I didn't actually telling us to glue it in. I thought they might have told us to glue it in.
No, they haven't. Right, step 8. Take the muscle assembly from issue 54. Note that it is marked with a 2 circled.
Actually, someone else has commented, oh, that is marked with an L. They might have looked at the number upside down.
Right, take the assembly from issue 59 and identify the fixing points for the muscle of the outside of the pelvic circle. Note for the model assembly is lying face downwards at this stage. So you got to turn him on his belly.
Yes. Or it's on its side.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I was just looking as if you're looking to see where that point goes. Where stays circle 9. Position the muscle connection 53.4 as shown, knowing that the straighter side of the connection goes towards the center of the model arrow insert. Fix in place with the PM 3 by 12mm screw 66. If you need us to go through it again, let us know.
That's a medium-sized screw, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's the one that's fully threaded, isn't it? Or is it half threaded?
Fully thread. I can't remember. They don't really show the screws a little bit more detail, do they? Hang on.
No. What we're doing, 60... What screws were there, 66 or 65? They do.
This is 60 and
66. I'm going up. Yeah, there's a sort of fatter ones, fully threaded.
yeah, 16 mils. Yeah, it's
'Cause 60.7
it's
are the ones that are the half threaded ones.
the 12 mil, right? 16 mil ones we're using.
12mm
So it's
screws. It's 12 mils. The ones
12
that
mil.
are fully threaded. Because there's two. You've got two set of 12 mils.
Yes.
One that's got half a thread, and one that's got a full thread. Is that going into metal?
I can't remember. I think it does. I'd have to go through the manual and have a look.
As I say, I've seen this bit done, and he didn't get it fully tightened. No.
Yeah, it's a little wobble. You probably could do this more shorter screw, basically.
Seems to have some play on that, doesn't it?
Guess, or people did moan about the upper arm, the muscles being too loose. Problem is, it's the way they're angled, which is tightening it up. Right, step 11.
Step 11. This shows a rear view of the model with the muscle from 54 fixed in place. Note that the muscle connections are quite loose, allowing for movement. So they're all supposed to be loose.
Yes, because, well, don't get the joint goes that way. Yeah, you've got to have your leg goes like that, doesn't it? So.
Right, step 12. Turn the model over so it's lying face upwards. Take the tendon 59-2 and fit the end of the ring into the front thigh muscle. Parts from issue 52 connected to the pelvic in issue 59. So that's 59-2 that's going into there.
Yes. Because if you think about it, you've got an send and basically...
Because there's two different sides. One's got a bolt in and one's got a bolt in and the other one hasn't.
Yes, this one hasn't got the bolt in.
Right.
That's why I worked that out. I think, right, okay, this one's got...
This shows a tendon fitted into the front right muscle. That's step 13. Step 14, turn the model over again so it's facing downwards.
I don't know. Why couldn't they actually work it on one way?
I'm only doing what the instructions are telling us.
Yes.
Take the tendon.
I'm glad this is not a full-size model.
Take Take the tendon 62 assembled in step 7 and fit it in the end of the muscle assembly from issue 54 fitted in step 10. Step 15, this shows the two muscles fitted with the tendons. Right, step 16 is going to be good. Are you ready for step 16? With the model still facing downwards, so we don't have to turn it anymore. Position the two tendons 59-2 and 62 on either side of the inner part of the thigh. The hexagon nut as part 62 should face outwards, circled insert.
I'll fit that way.
And fit in place with a PM 16mm screw 67. Again, the parts do not tighten fully against each other. So that'll be them screws that's got just a bit on the end.
Guess it's so. Good job I can use a screwdriver on both hands. And basically we've done a lot more steps in this issue than we did in the previous issue.
And that's it complete. What does it look like? Does it work okay? Oh,
Yes.
Fantastic, that. Yep. Stage complete. Tendons have been attached to the knee joint, and a part of the joint too has been assembled. So, you've got the picture next for coming in next week.
Yeah. I reckon we'll be doing something too. Actually, no, I reckon we'll just be gluing something together.
It's not assemble the right knee joint. I can see what they're doing here. They're doing all one side first. They've done that all.
Yes.
Hey, it must be some size now. What's it weigh like?
Right. That one there with the notch will go on that side, on the outer side. And this one here will go on the inner side. And both of them's got a we'll be gluing the two black bits onto the plastic thing, inserting it into like so, then inserting that one in, then insert the other one in, then screwing it.
Yeah, because another part of the leg's got to fit into that. I'll go back to the chat. The black piece that goes on the tendon. Hi, Adrian and Dave. The Terminator is coming on very well. P40F20 Holix had them pop off.
Right. Yeah, that's the upper arm. And these were a different screw compared to those.
Because Holix is not up to the legs yet, is he?
Yes. These are different screws.
Mm-hmm.
If I took these black screws and put it on the upper arm, they might fit on there better.
And Fleetwood J, that's looking amazing. Well done, Adrian. Sounds like it has arthritis. Lol.
Right. Change my
Oh, I've lost you.
camera.
Did you?
No, I'm just changing camera angle at the
Oh,
moment.
nice. So I've lost. Oh, okay, going back. Thank you. So it must weigh something like that now, does it?
Well, as I haven't got his arm on. Yeah, that does weigh.
It's got to be some
Oh,
size.
that's right. Guess. Knee joint's gone weigh a bit of that weight as well.
It's got to be some size, isn't it? What do you say? Size of a small child?
Guess. Hang on. Someone else did that, didn't they? Yeah, as I said, I took my arm off. Because you have it like that, sticking out. You'd have to have it straight, and of course, then it might interfere with the leg joint.
Dave say, oh my god, he's coming to life. It's the Terminator. Fleetwood J needs a Zimmer frame. Lol. P40, good one, Fleetwood. P40, coming along nicely.
Thank you all for the nice comments.
Brilliant. I think it's awesome. Yeah, it's a builder. It's something I'm not into, the Terminator, but I think it's a, with me building it for my son, it's a nice build.
Yeah, or your son's doing it basically, and if you've got problems, he asks you for it hand sort of thing, isn't it? Sort of thing.
Yeah, it's more like, Dad, are you going to put it when you need this part for us? Too busy playing on your PlayStation now, I mean, building it, I'm doing only building.
Your mic's gone faulty.
Was it? Right, I'll switch you on to the other one.
I don't eat building Terminator.
Right, I've switched over to the internal.
Right, what? When did you back in? Will it be better or not?
Try it. It says I've got two mics, you know. That one. Any better?
That sounds better. Yeah, that's better.
Funny. It's funny. There's no loose connection. I've checked all the connections and there's no loose connections. Unless it's in there.
Could be, yes.
Yeah, it's the only thing I can think.
Are you going to read out the...
DFC, great build, guys, but still frightens me. Adrian, it's Alex Dimitri. Adrian is huge, and I'm considering building one myself. It's coming on very well. It's a nice model, Alex. If you do want to look at building it, I'm not, as I say, I'm not a fan of the Terminator, and I'm building, as I say, I'm building for my son, and I'm quite enjoying the build.
Oh, building something for someone, it's the enjoyment of putting... If you enjoy putting things together...
Yeah, but I usually build things that I'm a fan of, though. Yeah, I seem to have, when I'm building the bus, there's more passion into building my bus. of what there is into the Terminator. I'll
Yes.
build it, but I'm building it because I'm building it for my son. So I'm putting it, but I'm a bit more. There's a bit more passion goes into building the bus and me Spitfire. I think it's
Of course, yes.
because they're two things I'm interested in. I'm a bus collector and I love the submarine Spitfire. Actually, I love all Second World War aircraft. I wish they'd bring more out.
Well, you don't know. They might do a different model afterwards, the Spitfire. It would be nice if they do one, wouldn't it?
I would like to see. I would like to see. Actually, I would like to see them bring out. Since they've got this one on like a flying level thing, I think what they need now is a Messerschmitt Bf 109, so we can put in front of it, and it looks as though it's shooting it. With smoke coming out of the 109.
Yeah, or like Link, you could just from the
The
planes.
smoke comes out of the 109, so it looks as if it's been shot. But I've noticed when D'Agostini's brought out a Zero, a Japanese plane. They brought out the Spitfire. The Lancaster's being brought out, but I've never seen any of these model partworks going for German aircraft, likes of the Messerschmitt 109, the Messerschmitt 110. They've brought out a big German battleship, so why can they not bring out a German aircraft?
Yes, it would be nice and basically.
I know there's a problem, which I think is totally wrong, on using the swastika. You can't. If you're building the Bismarck, you won't get the swastika that goes on the front or the back. You get the German flag, which has got the German little sort of red and black with a little eagle on, but you won't get the swastika because even when you go into the model world now, there's no swastikas on the models, which I think is stupid because I've went through my childhood building all types of models, German, English, Italian, and I've used all types of decals. Suddenly, in the 2000s, which is what, 70 odd years after the war, they decide to ban the swastika on models. I think it's stupid. You're building something to represent that era.
Yes. Or even if they create a sticker, you could put it over it. Basically, it's up to people if they want it on there.
Well, they give you the decal. If you don't want to put the decal on, don't put it on. If you want to put it on, put it on. You've got the choice.
Yeah. Yes.
If I'm building a model and I want it authentic as it can, I'll be putting the swastikas on.
Yes.
If I was building the Bismarck now, I would be putting painting the front and the back, and I'd be putting the swastika on. If I was building it.
Yes.
We two sons are building it, but I'm not doing it for them because it's. But I would do it for myself.
Well, yes. That's probably why you didn't go for it. Is your two sons going for it? Well, we can't have three in the family.
But no, I just think it's stupid that the banning a symbol that's on an aircraft, and maybe is that why they're not bringing the German type of aircraft out in these?
Or it would be nice if
I don't know what P40
actually, they could make
thinks
it.
about that.
They could have made it special and have a limited supply, basically. And the amount of people.
Because I know P40 F20's turning around and says the 109 might be next. Nice. Dave says he agrees with me on that. I don't know what P40 F20 thinks on that. Because you might as well turn around and say, okay, then why do you not ban the Japanese Rising Sun on their aircraft then? And I'll give you a little bit of history on a swastika. The Finnish used it before the Germans. And it tells you that in your Spitfire magazine. The Finns used a swastika on their plane.
Yeah.
It tells you that in your if you're reading your Spitfire magazines, it tells you that there's a picture of a Finnish aircraft with a swastika on the side, and that was before they came in the war on the German side.
Yes. If they're aircraft, if they're going to have it stick on there, then there could be an uproar in the modern space. Excuse me. Or if the banned swastika, they can't put it on their Japanese aircraft.
As I say, the Japanese have the rising sun on aircraft, the sort of red circular thing. Okay, ban that then, because the Japanese were enemy during the war.
Yes.
I think they just go mad over flags. It's the same as the St George's Cross. It's a racist flag. No, it's not. It's an English flag.
It depends what different people think about it, isn't it, sort of thing?
Yeah. Does the swastika as a flag offend you?
No, it's just a flag.
No. But the Nazi Party probably offended you because of their beliefs, but they adopted that symbol.
Yes.
It's silly, but as I say, I just don't. It's funny, you know. We went through the 60s, 70s, the 80s, the 90s. Nobody complained about the swastika being on a model aircraft. You hit the 2000s, Mr. PC. No, you can't have that now. Stupid.
Yes, it's
a long way. You could understand if they banned it in the 60s, the 40s, 50s, and 60s, because it was close just after the war, and it might have offended. But wait till the 2000s before you ban it. You know, 50, 60 years after the war. Where most of the people that could be offended are probably really old or 6 foot under.
Well, you look at other the marmalade when the black gollywog on it.
Yep.
They banned that now.
Yeah, but that got banned in the 80s, didn't it?
I don't remember that.
You know, I'm sure that got banned in the 80s. The gollywog on the jam jar.
Could be. Or even Noddy, basically. You can't, if they produce any cartoons with Noddy in it.
It's PC's just gone daft.
Yes.
P40F20, the Japanese still use the Rising Sun today. So there you go. They still use that flag on their aircraft today. You know, Lufthansa, the Germans, don't use the swastika on their planes. But I still think they use the Black Cross, though. I don't know if P40F20 knows whether they do or not, but I don't know if they still use the Black Cross on the Lufthansa planes.
Well, I think Germany wouldn't have it because it's a back pass, basically. They want to get rid of the past. They want to look to the future.
So why is the Japanese, who caused just as much atrocities as what the Germans did, allowed to still use their markings on their aircraft, and their markings still on models of their aircraft, and yet you can't do it on a German aircraft do you build? It's
I think we're getting rather into like politics, aren't we, as well?
It's a funny thing. It's just that it just seems to be that one enemy country gets away with different from another, and that was an enemy of different things. It's PC's gone stupid. If you're going to ban one, you should be banning the other. But really, you shouldn't be banning anything on a model because it's just a model and it's just depicting history.
And it's part of history.
Yeah. It's like building a model of route most and saying you can't put Thai food tea on the side.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's my rant over for the night.
Yeah. Well, it's down to politics, isn't it? So, well, this model's allowed that or that.
It's
Oh, it's down to the publisher. Well, could be though, isn't it?
yeah. P40 says the Germans still do use them. That's the Maltese cross, the black cross. They still use that.
Just the basic cross.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you all for watching.
Yeah. Everybody give Adrian a thumbs up if you enjoyed the show and subscribe.
Yes, please. I'd like to try and get up to 100.
What do you got?
51 at the moment, I think. Last time I looked. Thank you, Dave, for your help.
No problem. Anytime.
Exactly. Well, next week I should be building the Spitfire 2 issues. And the week after, I'll be probably building another 2 issues. And I should be up to date on that one.
Great. So
Then on the Terminator, I'll be probably one issue behind.
okay, so I'll say good night and thanks for having us, Adrian, and we'll catch us all later next week.
Yeah. Right. Can you read out the last 2 comments?
Where were we? I could did a 109 might be out next. I agree with you, Dave from Dave C. P40F20. I ignore history ignore history is a mistake. The Japanese still use the Rising Sun today. P40F20. Yes, the Germans still use the Maltese cross. P40F20. Using a swastika on an aircraft does not mean you are a pro-Nazi. I totally agree with you there. And they said, return us all, we could put the world to rights. True. And P40F20, great show tonight.
Thank you all for watching, and thank you all for commenting. Goodbye all.
And goodbye, everybody. Good night. Stay safe.